And I've been gnome to do a lot of work with these. It's a little gnome fact. Okay. I guess I'll be gnome alone over here. Sam and Lydia are a busy couple. They both have their careers, plus they have 3 kids under the age of 4. Now they live downtown, so they don't have a lot of space, but their best opportunity to expand on what they have is the front yard. Right now, the front yard's been on the back burner, but I want to help them transform it into a space where they can relax, watch the flowers grow, watch friendships grow, watch their kids even grow. And I'm gonna do it all in a day.
We need Scott's help because living in Toronto, it's just, especially downtown, it's kind of cramped quarters. We really want to maximize the use of our space.
We wanted our porch to be a space where it's not just walking through to get into the house, but a space that you could actually spend an evening sitting out on, talking with friends, having a drink with the kids.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is the place.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it.
Okay, so we have a lot of work to do today.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
What's your biggest challenge with this space? Because we got some plans today, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page here.
A few things. One thing is that we have kids, and so it just hasn't been a functional space. Another part of it has just been that there haven't been railings.
Yeah, I noticed that
Yeah.
right away down to the basement, no railing. That is like scary. You don't want the kids out here at all. So we want to take care of that.
A couple years ago, we did the landscaping.
Okay.
And we didn't want dogs to pee on it, so I put up this little fence, DIY.
Dog pee barrier?
Yeah.
Okay, so I brought a whole bunch of things with me. I've also got some options. I'd like to do a little bit more with your front door so that it's more of an anchor point for the front porch. But because your windows are white, your trim is white up, we either have to go with something that's similar, so close, but gives it a little definition, or we have to go way off.
Okay.
And by way off, I would mean like this.
Okay.
Or by similar, I would mean like this.
Okay.
So this is really gonna set the stage for where we go next.
I feel like the minimal is the way to go.
Okay.
It gives you more room to play
Of
with.
course.
Yeah.
So we can do something fun if you guys are still thinking a little more minimalist here and keep it in sync with everything.
Okay.
And maybe go with something a little more blue and black and bold out here to define the property, and then keep the doors and trims a little more consistent.
Yeah, I think I'd be okay with
yeah,
that.
that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are here. We're going to get started right away out front. I've got a project for you guys that I'll set up in the back shortly. And ideally, we'll have this done by the end of today.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
All
good.
right, I'll meet you guys out back
All
shortly.
right.
Every square inch counts when you got a small front yard. So why don't we build our privacy fence to straddle the stone that's at the front. That way we can hold all the soil in with the stone, and then we get the privacy, and then everything can be planted in there and we don't get weeds popping through the front. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. All right, I've got a fantastic project for the two of you.
Okay.
All
And
right.
it's all about the address. So I've got some new numbers for you. They're going to go on our new wall. It's a bit of a modern look, so clean lines. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay out a template for you. So you're gonna pre-drill, which means you can pre-screw
Sounds good.
all of the threads and get these set up. Once you guys have it all pre-drilled and the numbers look like they're in the right place, don't put them on right away because I want you guys to paint it black first.
Okay.
And then once it dries, we'll mount them, and then I will go put this out front. And hopefully by the time the paint dries and the numbers are on, I'll be ready to finish up out front. Sound good?
Sounds
Sounds good.
Thank you. Well, the front yard is top priority now, and it's coming along. We got our first coat of paint on the lattice, on the trim, on the fascia. We got our first coat of paint on the door. It's nice and modest. Railings going up, which was necessary for safety measures. Looks pretty good. There's the rest of the rails. We're getting ready for some planting. I got my ornamental grasses. That's always a nice backdrop for a garden. Still trying to figure out how I'm gonna salvage some of these and move them around. I like the little walkway, but the front of the garden, we spent a lot of time this morning building and putting in this wall, which is gonna give us a little bit of privacy. It will be a deterrent for pets walking by to wander into the space. So now we got the front of the garden ready. We got the back of the garden ready. We just gotta fill in everything in between. How does that look?
Looks fabulous.
It hides all the ugly stuff and you can still see the pretty stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that. Ooh, that looks good. There we go. Yes, a little bit of texture and warmth on a concrete porch. The only thing left that this deck needs is some jewelry. I got the perfect thing. Do these work?
Hey,
Are you ready?
We are.
we're ready.
Okay, we're ready for you. Your front yard is now the new greatest place to hang out.
Let's check it out.
So
Let's
excited.
do it. Come on, come on. Come on out.
Let's take a look. Wow. That is
wow.
gorgeous.
Oh, this is so much better than before.
It's super nice, yeah.
Obviously the front porch, we did a lot of work out here. We took a tone to the door to just give it a hint of an upscale feel. We brought in the sofa and the rug and the pillows. We brought in a new light fixture.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got a new seating area here for you.
This is so cozy.
This is so nice.
Now you can sit down, you can relax. The kids, you can watch them kind of exploring the front garden out here.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time in the garden, so we should go take a look
It
at
looks
that.
gorgeous.
Yes.
First of all the new railing in place so that nobody falls off the edge down to the separate entrance.
This is really
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
We also put in a screen that's breathable so that there's no pressure on the unit there.
Yeah.
But it just kind of takes the eye right past it. It's removable if you ever need to access it or service the unit. It's very easy and simple to move out of the way. So I've put in these grasses which will get taller. They'll get to about railing height.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that'd
And
be really
there'll
nice.
be a nice backdrop for the whole garden. And I also like the fact that even in the winter, they do brown up, but they keep their height.
Okay.
So that protection and that privacy is there all summer and all winter.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've added in some fresh mulch, which is gonna keep down the weeds, it'll keep in the moisture, and it's aesthetically pleasing, of course.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Cleaned up the walkway. I know you guys didn't want to rip up and redo everything, so we basically took a grinder brush to it.
It's so clean.
It
Isn't
is.
that clean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is so clean.
And then out front, this was a big
Ooh.
piece.
Oh,
Check
all
this
you.
out.
This is gorgeous.
I like it. It goes with the gardens.
Yeah.
Right? And it's very inexpensive, simple to put in place.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
really love the black on the wood. It's a really nice pop, and the off-center numbers.
Yeah.
We do have a combination of colors. We've got the black accents like the fence, the railing, and the address. Then we have the blues, which adds some texture and some pop of color,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then we have a lot of the natural tones. You'll see that in the privacy screen, in the front wall, and in the mulch. It just adds, you know, a combination that really feels good design-wise, but it also makes it just interesting and fun to look at.
Yeah.
This definitely looks really, really beautiful. Yeah.
Are you happy?
Oh yeah. It's even better than I thought it would be.
It is really nice.
Yeah.
That's high praise coming from her.
I was gonna say, I was gonna look at you for that one. All right, well, I'm glad you guys love it. I hope you get to enjoy your front yard with your busy lives, and everybody's spending a lot more time at home. Now you can admire it every time you come and go.
You will.
definitely will.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you so much.
You're
Thank
very
you so much.
welcome. You're very welcome. Enjoy, guys.